I'm going to talk about the changes in the style of government in the UK. The British monarchy started in 1878 with the self-proclamation of Alfred the Great, King of Wessex, as King of England. In 1689, the Bill of Rights was passed in the UK. It established limits to the power of the monarch, the rights of Parliament, and free elections. This document was presented to William III as a condition to his coronation. The British government right now is led by a Prime Minister and his elected ministers. The Prime Minister that is currently on charge is Rishi Sunak. This minister takes some power from the crown, but it continues to be the head of state, just that now it doesn't take action governing the country. The government is made up of houses, the House of Parliament and the House of Commons. The House of Commons is elected by the people, not like the House of Lords that they are appointed for life, but both houses had similar functions to the government, such as writing laws and checking the work of the government.
Beckett continuing with the music. Throughout its history, the UK has been the largest exporter and source of musical innovation in the modern and contemporary eras, marking its fertile foundation of UK history.
There are Baroque music. Between the periods of early music of the Middle Ages and the music of the Renaissance and the development of classical orchestral music in the mid-century was characterized by more elaborate ornamentation. Changing musical notation with new instrumental techniques and the emergence of new genres such as opera. Many forms of popular music, including folk music, jazz, pop music, and rock music, originated in the pursuing the 20th century. It has a large impact disproportionate to its size due to its linguistic and cultural links with many countries, particularly the United States and many of its former colonies such as Australia, South Africa, and Canada, in addition to its capacity for innovation and fusion, which has led to the development or participation of many of the major trends in popular music, creating the British invasion. This would be all on my end.
Great Britain, a nation with a rich story and variety of traditions that have endured through the centuries. In this documentary, we will explore some of the most iconic traditions that have shaped British culture identity. We start with the iconic 5 o'clock tea, a tradition that dates back to Victorian times. 5 o'clock tea is not just a drink, it's a ritual, a break in the day to socialize and relax. Tea is served with a variety of cakes and sandwiches, a delicious combination that reflects British elegance and sophistication. On November 5, Britain celebrates Guy Fawkes Night, a commemoration of the failed plot to blow up Parliament in 1605. It's a night to remember the importance of democracy and freedom, as well as to enjoy the company of family and friends around a bonfire. Christmas in Britain is a magical time, full of traditions that brings families and communities together. From carols and decorations to traditional Christmas pudding, these customs reminds us of the importance of family, generosity, and joys during this time of year. Britain is a mosaic of traditions reflects its rich story, culture, and values. This ancient practice continues to live on in the heart of the nation, reminds us of the importance of maintaining and celebrate our cultural heritage.
Hi, my name is Ricardo Tamayo, and I'm going to talk about the media and the journalism's origin in the United Kingdom. The history of British journalism begins with the introduction of the printing press to the country in the 1476 in Westminster, thanks to William Caxter, a printer who had worked in the Netherlands and had learned the art of the printing in collage. From these early moments, the various British monarch governments used various systems of control to regulate the development of the printing press until the 18th century. At this time, the English landscape was very different from that of the rest of Europe due to the liberal control of information. The Times, founded by John Walter in 1785 and beginning the oldest newspaper in the English press, experienced its golden age along with the entirety of the British press in the first half of the 9th century during the Victorian era. In 1885, the public tax on newspapers was abolished, leading to the decrease in their price. This marked the beginning of the era of a cheap press, as seen elsewhere in Europe. The leading newspaper became the Daily Telegraph. Prices continued to decrease through the 19th century as paper became cheaper, better printing machines became available, and circulation increased. After the end of the World War II, the number of newspapers in the United Kingdom halved due to the decrease in the advertising revenue, which was diverted to the other media such as television, and to the intense competition, technological costs, and labor issues.
La cultura británica antes y después. The United Kingdom had undergone a number of significant changes in history, both in terms of society and government. Before absolute monarchy, in the past, the United Kingdom was governed by an absolute monarchy, where the monarch has unlimited power over the country and its inhabitants. British society used to be highly stratified, with a clear division between the nobility, the middle class, and the working class. Opportunities and rights were very limited for the lower classes. Now, the United Kingdom is a constitutional monarchy, meaning that the monarch's power is limited by a constitution and is showered with a democratically elected parliament. British society is now much more diverse and multicultural, with a wide variety of ethnic groups, religions, and cultures represented in the country. This has led to a greater emphasis on inclusion and equal rights for all citizens. Sería todo, muchas gracias.